What's going on, guys? It's relationship coach Clarence Brown. Hey, listen, I just had a conversation with my wife earlier today, and it had me thinking. And I wanted to ask the question to the ladies out there that support me and support the Relationship Healing Male Translations movement. And I want to ask, do you ladies just want a husband, or you really want to be a wife? Do you just want a husband, or do you really want to be a wife? The reason why I ask that is because we all know that there are a lot of people that get married, there are a lot of people, we know that there are a lot of people that have weddings, but very few that get married. And a lot of the relationships that you may see today, just like myself, you can see and know right off the bat that their relationships aren't really genuine, that they aren't really committed to each other, but more so committed to what those two can bring to the table and accumulate, or what they can produce together between the two of them. And over time, relationships like that don't tend to last, because actually the two people are not committed to each other, but they're committed to the outcomes of what they are able to produce between the two of them. And so we heard the statement before, all the time we hear it: marriage is a business, right? So with that being said, well, hey, when we're thinking about it like that, then all we're thinking about is the financial aspects of it, the like I said, the production aspects of it, the results aspect of it, as opposed to the commitment aspect of it, the actual companionship aspect of it. These are the things that stand the test of time, that actually make it possible for you to produce more between the two of you, because you are intertwined, you're interconnected. And I want to give y'all an analogy, right? I was just thinking about this. When you think about seeing a person riding on a motorcycle with a passenger, right? Now, when they go around a curb or a corner or anything of that nature, most of the time you recognize that both driver and passenger have to make the turn in the same direction. Why? Because if the driver is turning left and the passenger is turning right going around the curb, then they're going to crash. And we know that. And so life and marriages are the same way. And ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, I know that sometimes it's hard for you to bend in the same direction as the person that's driving the ship. But that's what marriage is all about. It's about that, making that sacrifice and that commitment to say, hey, as you bend, I bend. We are the same. We're moving in the same direction. So if you're a woman that has your own agenda, your own path, your own direction, your own motives, the things that's driving you in a separate direction, that's fine. But understand that doesn't work when it comes to a marriage, because your mate is expecting you to bend as he bends. All right. So if it's hard for you to do that, you guys need to have those conversations for you to be able to at least be on the same page, even if you're agreeing to disagree, so that you can be able to bend as life gives you those curveballs and those corners for you to bend. And so if you want to stay together, if you want to understand that these are the things that's necessary to be a wife, then don't be offended by this, but understand that these are the things, like I said, necessary, as opposed to some people that just believe that it's all about what I can get out of the deal. So I got to ask, and I'm only asking out of respect, do you just want a husband, or do you really want to be a wife? Are you really about supporting your mate? Are you really about being his backbone? Are you really about coming up with new concepts and ways to grow the finances or the things that y'all have as resources between the two of y'all, so that y'all can continue to grow your family and the things that y'all have and can call claims to your name? All of these things are important, but you got to be willing to do it. You got to want to, because at the end of the day, we know nobody gonna make you do anything that you don't want to do, especially a woman today. Whatever he says, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Whatever he says, you don't have to listen to it. So if you don't want to assume the role of a wife and do the things that are necessary, as far as being a supporter of the household, being a nurturer, being a person that is there to not only just nurture the kids, but also nurture your man as well, and build him up, make sure he's fortified and strengthened, so when he goes out to do what he needs to do, as to be a provider and a protector and a director of the family, that he can do so. But you have to want to do it. So that's why I ask, do you just want a husband, or do you really want to be a wife? All right, it's the relationship coach Clarence Brown. I'm out. Appreciate y'all. I holler.